Timpf admitted she had some pregnancy worries. Timpf penned an emotional opinion piece for Fox News, where she shared the shocking, slow realization that she and her husband, Cameron Frisha, were going to be parents. Timpf admitted that her positive pregnancy test on May 30 came as a total shock due to her geriatric age. "I never expected to find myself in this situation," Timpf, 35, wrote. "Actually, I'd prepared myself for every outcome, but this one, first, I expected that I wouldn't get pregnant, especially not naturally. Once I did, I expected that I'd probably miscarry. I mean, I am 35, which makes mine a geriatric pregnancy, medically speaking." The Fox News contributor added that learning she was pregnant felt nothing like she had imagined. "In my imagination, I would wake my husband, who would sit up abruptly, look at the test, and be overwhelmed by this life-changing moment, leading us into a passionate embrace that we'd remember for the rest of our lives," Timpf said. "The reality: I had a hard time waking him up, and when I finally did rouse him, he said he couldn't really see the line and rolled back over to sleep. For me too, it was less of an arresting moment and more of a slow realization. The line kept getting darker." Timpf detailed how she and her husband first heard their baby's heartbeat on June 27, the day of the presidential debate between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. "We heard the heartbeat for the first time, and then we heard it again," Timpf shared. "It was never this exciting emotional rush of OMG, WEREGOINGTOBEPARINTS, because I was far too aware of all things that could go wrong to become intoxicated by such an impassioned reaction. There was also something else working against the possibility of me experiencing all-encompassing astonishment, and that was, well, I was just too damn tired." A downhearted Timpf expressed sorrow about not being able to share the moment with her mother, who died on November 5, 2014. "I feel a sense of unity and solidarity with all the women who have gone through this," she wrote. "If I'm being honest, though, I also feel sadness about there being one woman in particular whom I'll never be able to share this connection with, my mom. Don't get me wrong, I'm very excited to be pregnant. I'm lucky to be able to do this and to do it as part of a relationship that has given me the kind of happiness, security, and peace I once doubted could have ever seemed possible for me. Still, it's felt cruel, at times disorienting, and a bit unfair to have to try and figure out how to be a mother when I can hardly remember what it's like to have one." Timpf shared how November 5, 2024, the anniversary of her mother's passing, will mark her 6th month of pregnancy. "What a world I get to tell my kid about. What a decade my mom missed," she added. "I'm glad before the birth of my first that I wrote a book, I Used to Like You Until, out in September, telling him or her not to view the world and those who live in it, that is, through a binary lens. It's something my mother also taught me, or more accurately, showed me.